YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, is an important day because we will Decade finally release the last deck for the month of October, and that is right here, Tenpai Dragons. I'm very much excited for ecstatic, to be honest, for this deck because this is one of the best decks that I've been waiting for quite some time to be released in Master Duel. Now, honestly, I already made a deck for this way back or months ago when Tenpais was still pretty good in the scene. So we got here my version in the TCG. So as you might see here, this is practically what I had before. Now, one of my subscribers already told me that I keep on adding Super Poly into the mix with majority of my decks as an engine. Now, honestly, you don't need Super Poly with 10 buys. This deck alone is very strong without even Super Poly. You just need basically the Sangen Summoning. You are unaffected by card effects, and you keep on like going up with more synchro monsters on the field and doing more OTKs. Very important, very strong, and that is basically it. You can add whatever card you have in this lineup, other than just Super Poly. Board breakers are very important for this deck because this alone is going second. A copy of Lightning Storm, a copy of Forbidden Droplet. More importantly, Forbidden Droplet might be a really good choice as well. Anything else, Harpy's Footer Duster, Change of Heart, anything that can board break and then activate Sangen Summoning, you can get one Fire Dragon monster, and all you need is one copy of Tenpai Dragon Pydra to start off your combo during the battle phase. So you summon this to the field, get a copy of the Kaimin. Kaimin during the battle phase, you will get more monsters in the field, and then synchro climb into higher monsters, and finally going to a copy of Trident Dragon. Now, Trident was an underrated and underused card way back because it's pretty hard to summon. Level 10 don't really have like a good like support during the battle phase. Now, with the help of Trident Dragon, or with the help of Tenpais, Trident Dragon is one of the best cards to actually use with Tenpais. This actually skyrocketed in price once Tenpais got released. So, once the Tenpais was announced in the OCG, so really strong card. And then, not to mention the Tenpais itself, with having two more dragon monsters that can be synchro summoned during that turn, and then gaining more advantage with the help of its level 3s and level 4 monsters in its arsenal. So, pretty strong archetype overall. Now, this is my list. I will change this one, do a showcase. I still need to do 3 more showcase with this. I was doing White Forest payback. I was pretty much excited with White Forest, but yes, we still need to do Ritual Beast now 10 pies, and then we will do Goblin Riders. So yeah, we'll do Goblin Riders, Ritual Beast, and then 10 pies. So that is the correct line that I'm gonna do. So with that, let's talk about the effects of the 10 pies in Yu-Gi-Oh meta. So in Yu-Gi-Oh meta, there's like a couple of Tenpai monsters here. So let's talk about first Tenpai Dragon Chundra. So this monster here, once per turn during the battle phase, you can quick effect immediately synchro summon. So this is their archetype effect for the level 3s and level 4s. You can synchro summon immediately during the turn, and then you synchro climb into higher monsters doing the OTK. So if you control a Fire Dragon monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand. At the start of the damage step, if a monster battles, you can spell summon one level 4 or lower Fire Dragon monster from your deck, except Chundra. So getting a hold of another Fire Dragon monster, which is basically one of this from your arsenal, a copy of Fladra is another good choice as well. So that's it. Always synchro summoning to a higher monster. Next up, we have a copy of Sangen Kaimin. Apply one of these effects if you activated this card during the battle phase. Add one level 4 or lower Fire Dragon monster from your deck to your hand, or spell summon one Fire Dragon monster from your hand. So getting a copy of Chundra to the field and synchro climbing into a higher monster. Then next up, we have a copy of Pydra, which is basically our starter for most of our decks. If this card is normal or spell summon, you can take one Sangen spell or trap from your deck and either add it to your hand or set it. You take no battle damage from battles involving your Fire Dragon monsters. Once per turn during the battle phase, you can synchro immediately with this card as a material. Pretty neat effect. Then we have next is a copy of Fadra. If this card is normal or spell summon, or at the start of the damage step. If a monster battles, you can target one level 4 or lower fire dragon monster, spell summon it. And this is from the graveyard, by the way. And this is not the only dragon monster that has an effect of a monster reborn during the battle phase. Your fire dragon monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, so an additional effect if you have this one plus the copy of Pydra. So it's the Phaedra and the Pydra that has those effects that is a pretty good protection for your Tenpai dragons. So fire dragon monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, you can Tinker Summon using monsters you control. So pretty good effect. Then lastly, the new card from the Infinite Forbidden set, Tenpai Dragon Genruko. If this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can spell summon it as a tuner. You can tribute this card, spell summon one Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck. Also pretty good effect. You cannot spell summon for the rest of the turn except Dragon monsters. So there is the lock for the Tenpais if you summon this and use its effect. Not half bad, but you mostly run Dragon monsters anyway, so still pretty good. Then that is basically our monsters overall. So there's only like a couple of cards that you can use for this deck. Not half bad. And then lastly, we'll have a copy of Sangen Summoning. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna nerf this. I'm hoping they won't, because I really want to run Tenpais to its fullest. A full lineup with 3 copies in Master Duel. So in the TCG and OCG, they have this limited to 1, because this card is very powerful, protecting your fire dragon monster you control by any activated effects. So it's unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during the main phase 1. On the main phase 1, really strong effect. During the main phase, you can add 1 Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. And also, it searches out a card. If this card is destroyed, you can target 1 Dragon monster you control and doubles its attack. So if you basically have a copy of a 3K body on the field, which is one of the Trident Dragons, or a copy of the Transcendent Dragon, you have a 6K body on the field that is pretty strong. Well, it's insanely good. I really love this deck, to be honest with you guys. So this one, I really hope this won't be pre-nerfed once it's going to be released for Master Duel. Yeah, having 1 copy of this is just so sad. Anyway, so that is it. For our extra deck, we have like 2 Tenpai Dragons and then 1 Trident Dragon. Now, Trident Dragon was basically an underrated and underused card once before, like I said earlier. So this one got skyrocketed in price once Tenpais was announced. Now we have the 2 Tenpai Dragons, so talk about it quickly. By the Dragon, if this card is single summon, target 1 fire dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the term except dragon monster. So not half bad. Still, basically, you're still going to be running with dragon monsters, so the lock, it doesn't really matter. If your more attacks have been declared, quick effect, you can spell summon this card from your graveyard and destroy 1 spell or trap card on the field. So another pop for spell trap cards. Even so, a level 7 synchro monster with 2600 attack is insane. Then we have lastly the Transcendent Dragon or Dragon, whatever. If this card is single summon, you can change all monsters on the field to attack position. All your opponent's monsters must attack. If able, also your opponent cannot activate the card or effects during the battle phase. Yubel is going to fold with this Go Second deck once Transcendent Dragon is going to be on the field. If 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, you can spell summon this card from your graveyard. Then you can destroy 1 card on the field. So I think you can destroy the field spell here, and then field spell will double the attack of any synchro monster that you have that is a dragon synchro. You can only use the effect of blah blah blah. So never mind. So that is basically all of the ones that we have here for the Tenpais. Very strong. As you might see, the lineup here, we have a couple of cards from the extra deck that hasn't been added into Master Duel yet, which is 1 Cobalt Blade Dragon. Now I really was hoping to get this one out. Dark level 7 Dragon Synchro, and its materials are generic. We don't really have good level 7 synchro monsters, so hopefully once this card comes out, this would be another good addition to our arsenal to some level 7 plays. Then we have also the Vagnawa. We also have the Vagnawa, the Moon Eating Dragon, which is another good level 7 dragon monster, so pretty good effect as well for gaining more attack and inflict credit damage to your opponents for each level that the tuner used had. Okay, that's quite interesting, but nevertheless, pretty good effect for dragon monsters. And that's basically it. So far so good. Majority of the cards in the extra deck and in the main deck we already have, except for the Malcharmy and I think we already have this, the Dora Dora. So yeah, that's Tenpai for you guys for this coming October, alongside Goblin Riders and Ritual Beast. We'll be showcasing those decks within this week. Check out the live stream schedules. I will be posting them in YouTube and in Twitch, so check that one out. And see you guys later. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this deck. Anyways, that's it for today. Keep safe, good luck. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.